You know what, dog meat? This place ain't just dirt and ruins. When we helped Hal and Eliza Mason get their bed and breakfast going at Tenpines Bluff, I remember us scouting through here, just passing by. But this spot, it's been sticking with me ever since. After the Masons took their first big step, I started thinking, maybe we need a place to teach folks how to build, how to fix the wasteland bit by bit. A place where settlers learn to trade their fear for skill and their uncertainty to do something that, is important, something that they can hold on to. Dog meat, I'm talking about a school, a real school right here. Can you imagine that? A school in the Commonwealth? Hey folks, I didn't realize you pressed the play button and the video was rolling. I'm Matt, that was Dog Meat, and welcome back to the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union. Today, we're setting up shop here at County Crossing to build the WRU Academy, a place where hope meets hammer, and we teach the next generation of settlers how to rebuild what was lost. And hey, if you've been riding along with us on this dusty old journey, thank you. You're what's made the WRU what it is. If you enjoy this content, hit that like button and share it with your fellow Fallout 4 settlement builders. And if you're just now stumbling into the wild and zany adventures of the WRU, we are so glad you're here. Definitely consider subscribing to join us for more cozy, chill, and slightly chaotic builds across the Commonwealth. All right, it's time to pull out those blueprints. You know the drill. Let's get to work. All right, I know I got this blueprint in my pocket. Here we go. So, this right here, this whole place, this is the WRU Academy, built with calloused hands and a whole lot of scrap. Up north, we got Class Row, 4 classrooms, one for each of the main subjects we're teaching the next generation of settlers. Reclamation Theory 101, Scavenging with Purpose. Survivor Civics, Building Communities That Last. Applied Wasteland Sciences, and History of the Commonwealth, pre-war to present. I think that all sounds pretty good. Southside's the workshop yard and training field. That's where folks get their hands dirty, scrapping, building, running drills, and learning how to not shoot their own foot off. Swinging over to the west, we got the administrative wing. Admissions office right on the roadside. The staff quarters tucked just behind. Got a little separate building for staff meals too. Over on the east campus is Settler Central. Rows of dorm buildings for the students and a little farm plot to help keep the place self-sufficient. Now, each corner's got a guard station, just in case raiders get curious or a Yao Gao decides it wants a diploma or something, right? And right here in the middle, the communal quad. That's the heart of the academy. We got a mess hall, a medical station, and I'm even planning on a library sort of archive with anything we've salvaged that, hasn't gone up in flames yet. Add in a flagpole, some benches, a fire pit, and you've got yourself a good place to swap stories or, roast some squirrel on a stick. It ain't perfect. Probably won't be pretty, but it's a home. And with a little work, it just might shape the future of the Commonwealth. And there you have it. Now, maybe you're asking yourself, why County Crossing? Well, it's kind of like a halfway point in my eyes. It's not quite city, it's not quite wasteland, and County Crossing sits on a trade vein between Diamond City and the north. It's not much on paper, but that's exactly what makes this a perfect location. It's a total blank slate, a clean start, like a crossroads for a new beginning. Now, you might see them off in the background, but there's a couple of new faces that I want to introduce you to. These two guys were already trying to make this place a nice settlement for themselves, and we had a great conversation, and they are ecstatic to help out and join up with the WRU. The first person I want you to meet is actually working that fire pit back there, He goes by the name Beans. I know. I laughed too and kind of wondered why his nickname was Beans, but does that mean I should eat his beans? Maybe we shouldn't eat the beans? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's a super nervous guy and pretty much cook that turned fire pit engineer. And then there's his buddy Sawyer. Sawyer is a former caravan guard that's looking to learn carpentry, so he was ecstatic to join. Let's get over there and introduce these two recruits to you. All right, dog meat. Where'd you go, buddy? All right, let's go. Let's go talk to the new recruits. Beans and Sawyer. Oh, man, what a guy. Beans. What about the beans, though? What about the beans? Oh, hey, how are you, Beans?
We could really use your help.
Oh. Is there some kind of problem? I thought everything was, going all right.
We're having a lot of trouble with a group of raiders, stealing our food and supplies. Do you think you can persuade them to leave us alone?
Gosh, Beans, I wish you brought that up earlier. Any idea how many raiders we're talking about?
No telling. I'm afraid. This time there were 3, but who knows how many are back at their base.
Gosh, man. Listen, don't you worry about a thing. Dogmeat and I will take care of those raiders.
Oh, good. It'll be a relief not to have to worry about them.
Well, there you have it, folks. Nothing ever comes easy in the wasteland. Looks like Dogmeat and I are out to go take care of some raiders. But you know who always loves bashing raider skulls? Yep, you guessed it, MACCREADY. I think it's time to go pay MACCREADY a visit after that Tenpines project. He took a much-needed vacation, like the rest of us. Let's go catch up with MACCREADY. Well, there's the place up there. MACCREADY told me that he set up a shop over at the old Red Rocket by the Abernathy Farmers Market, so let's go check it out. All right, this is the place. He's got a machine gun turret. Looks about right. Garage full of equipment and stuff that he's probably working on, and... What the heck? Is that a robot farmer? The heck has MACCREADY been up to all this time? We better get out and go take a look. All right, so after talking a few things over with MACCREADY, found out that he has this robot pal named Ada. Swears he didn't build her himself, found her, needed some help, and he's looking into a few things about somebody named Mechanist or something. Not 100% sure what's going on with that side beat, but he is absolutely down for bashing some raider heads in. So it's time to put some tactics together with MACCREADY and go get us some raiders. Let's go. This looks like the place. All right, you know the drill. In and out. Let's go. All right, so we're back here at County Crossing. MACCREADY and I took care of that. Well, hold on. MACCREADY, and Dogmeat. Let's not forget, he played a huge, well, you are, boy, played a huge part in taking out those raiders. And we are back here at County Crossing, ready to get started on scrapping the place. Me, Dogmeat, MACCREADY, Beans, and Sawyer are all ready to go. Let's get to scrapping.
That last trader who came through here was...
Place is scrapped nicely. A few things that a few things that we did just to go over real quick. We were originally thinking about keeping this building. It might have had good bones here, but the scrap was worth it, but just the building itself. So we ended up scrapping it. We left a bunch of the dead trees and stuff. We might need that lumber, not 100% sure. I tried scrapping these fireplaces where, Doc Evans or whatever his name is comes and, with scrap everywhere, you can get rid of where they... Oh, wait, look, NPCs sit on ground. Let's see if we can scrap that too. Yeah, but we just can't get rid of that flame. There's a few other places where they might sit, so it might get... just found one. It's cool, but, when we have ideas to build here, we kind of have to get rid of that stuff. But those flames are there, which is annoying. So before MACCREADY starts piling in, let's see if we can start building our admissions right off the road here. The road here is great. I don't want to build the building right on top of it, so let's use the workbench as kind of like our point for the back wall. So let's go with wood. Since we scrapped the wood building here, let's use that wood, as like a lore type of idea where, we scrapped the original building and now we're going to use the wood here to reclaim. Might be a little bit higher off the ground than we want, and we want to make sure that we have a wall here. I don't want this running... You know what? Let's back it up a little bit. I don't want it running into the wall. Actually, yeah, that's actually perfect. You know what? I want to bring it over even a little more because we're going to make like a little shed type of area, and let's just make sure that a wall doesn't look silly here. Oh yeah, that's actually okay. That's nice. I just don't want it going through. Let's put that one up just for now. I don't want it clipping through. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. And we'll make this almost like a little shed area. We can actually move it over a little bit more. Now let's move it over a little bit more. Just so it's sort of in the middle. Kind of good enough. And I got my clear water shells lined up because... And it just seems to be raining a lot lately. So that's great. We're going to keep that the way it is. And let's build out our quick admissions office. Going back to... Wow, MACCREADY... Super helpful. Definitely a little bit more helpful clearing raiders than he is building. Won't even wear a hard hat like I've asked him to. Oh, but let's get rid of some of that debris. I mean, the other guys. Let's take a look at let's find Beans and Sawyer for a second. Look at them. Wearing the hard hats like I asked. They're on the job site. You need to be able to... Safety first. Dog Meat's got his welding goggles on. And MACCREADY refuses to listen. He's got the hard hat. Just refuses. How dare he? Let's get back to the floors, and yep, we'll snap. Oh, that's not facing the right way. Let's go 3 by 2 to start her off. Now, I don't want to. Oops. I don't. This is a pretty big space, and I don't want to run into too many frame rate issues. So let's make sure that we keep it as undersized as possible, right? Bare minimum. This is good. We're gonna have a little pond area. Perfect. Little back pond area. I got an idea for that. And then a little... we might even be able to move this. No, let's keep the tree. Might be able to move this over a little bit. What if we put the workbench in the middle? What would that look like? This might be too deep in the ground, so we might have to pick it up. Yeah, you know what? That's what I want to do. I'm going to have the workbench in the middle. Because I want to make sure there's enough room for the... Wow, everyone is really like... You guys are really like, kind of like all up in my grill here. Let's bring this up a tad bit. Just enough to get this snapped in. Perfect. And it's not going to be clipping into the ground. Oh, what the heck happened there? Yeah, that gives us more room. More room to play with the next building. Okay. Not cool. Not cool at all. Why? Why? Why, Fallout? Why must you do this to me? What's the... There we go. Maybe I just wasn't in the right spot. I was like, what's the issue? Oh, I forgot I stored these. Oh, that is so perfect. There's a little bit of grass coming up, but you know what? We don't have the ground coming up. We'll put a nice step here. It's going to be like a center entrance stairway, doorway right into the middle. Perfect. This wall will be blocked off. We don't need a window here because this is going to be like just a tiny little shed area on the back of admissions, and this is looking fantastic. A simple 3x2 square. Let's build some. Oh, stop. E and W right next to each other on the keyboard. Let's get into the windows. We could bring things out a little. I always love bringing these outer shack walls out a little bit. I've got an idea with that, but we'll see if it works for some of the dorms and classrooms and stuff. I think with admissions, though, I think it could be pretty basic. We've got a couple of nice little modded doors here. It brings it out just a tad bit, which is always a little bit of a bummer. Those outer caps, as much as I love them, do we have doorways here? We do have doorways, which I've loved to use these before, but it doesn't necessarily give it a nice, warm entranceway, which is, I think, what we're kind of looking for here. So for now, let's use a cap, just for now. I always like mixing in a little bit of the metal. Oh, why is it? Oh, that's so weird. Let's throw that there just for now. Yep, I kind of like that. I don't like how it comes off. But I think in the front of the building we can use... Do they have window caps? I don't think they do. I don't think I have those. I don't want it to come out too far. You know what I mean? It's these are the window caps. Yeah, I don't want it to come out too far. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. So let's head back here. Why can't I never find some of the things I'm looking for? So I want to do a couple of nice windows. I can make up the windows. We can certainly make them up. Gap fillers. Yeah, we might have to do that. But we'll do that in a second. Let's get the back. So this side here. Well, you know what? No, because if we go into, barn and stuff is nice, but it always has things that are just too big. So let's head out of this. Go here, structures, wood. And the mods aren't loading up nicely. Nope. Not loading up at all. What the hell? I mean, I don't mind putting these ones in the back. I just don't want them in the front. So I think what I'll do... Actually, let's try something. We got a little bit of a metal look in the front. If we do this... Let's experiment a little bit and go to miscellaneous. You know, can we... Like, there's ways to... Oh, these are gap fillers. I don't want that. Hold on. Yeah, we can get these in here. That won't be a problem like that. And that kind of creates a window look for us. We can actually take a look right now and kind of see what that looks like. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. And I think that's what I'm going to end up doing for this. So let's throw another wall up here. All right, you know what? Let's throw... I wonder if we can put one... Let's do this one. The green. Let's go back to our walls. And have, like, that metal... Ah, there we go. Perfect. All right, so that's nice and inviting. 2 open windows. Absolutely beautiful. And then, we're going to... I mean, we'll put a pair of stairs there later. I don't know if I like this door per se, but let's keep it for now. And then we'll go to... Like, these windows, I think, are going to be okay for some of the other walls. So I think I kind of want this one over here. It's got a nice little view. Yeah, we got a nice view of the water. We'll make it a little... Add some textures and stuff. Maybe this back wall. You know what? Let's keep the metal off the back. And just on the front. This shack wall here will do nice. And... that looks... that's the same. We'll store that for now. Yeah, I don't want the metal there. We could have a back door. I don't know. I don't want a back door. Oh, this is kind of cool. It's just the half walls. Kind of build our own. No. I'm not digging that either. But we'll save it. We'll save the wall. I'm getting too picky. See, this is what ends up happening. I end up getting too picky. And I'm like, you know... Then I'll spend like an eternity on the same thing. Boom, throw a wall up. Let's get it done. All right. Put this here. Add a little texture. Dog meat seems to be in the way. We'll put this window here. I wish there was another. I can look. I'll have to search for another window. Put this wall here and bam. We got our admissions. Let's throw... Oh, I got to be careful. I don't want to run off. Let's go into warehouse. Maybe add a little... Maybe like a little foundational... I don't think it's going to actually sink low enough. Yeah, no, I don't want that. So let's just end up going with... Let's just do stairs. Actually, does this sink? You know what? This would go. It's all right. It's all right. I'd rather just do the stairs. Build something that requires power. Oop, wrong stairs. Yeah, there we go. Just our basic steps up. I don't think that was even. It was not. Boom. There's our steps up. The door is going to be right there, but we'll figure it out. So here's admissions. Let's get a roof overboard, but there'll be a nice welcoming area for new, people that are looking to come join the academy. We'll have like a desk, maybe like a little area for coffee welcoming you, a little sitting area. Maybe even a little office. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be real good. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Let's look at this roof now. Let's get scrappy. Let's get scrappy with the wood roof. I like having like that overhang. I like having that overhang to it. So let's see, especially right over the door. We can do maybe this. What does this look like? Yeah, this is a good one for over the door. Does it? How does it look over the door? I think it's pretty good. Man, these ceilings are a little low. Feeling a little claustrophobic. But we'll throw these up here. Maybe, is this one a little bit, this one's a little bit thicker. I'd say let's give it a little bit of a different shape. Those are too thick. No, we don't need cloth or wood or anything like that. Let's keep the metal up top. Let's just go with the same one. And it'll end up closing off nicely. Come on. We don't have enough room. That's the problem. We lost that room. Let's go outside. Really? You don't like that, huh? Okay. Okay. Why don't you like... Oh, wow. You don't like that at all. Huh. Let's get up there and find out why. It's a good thing we're wearing a hard hat. Oh, maybe this is not sitting right. Oh, yeah, this is not sitting right at all. What is it not snapping correctly to? Hold on. Maybe we got the wrong... Oh, you know what? We got the wrong ones. That's our problem. They're the big ones. We need to get the smaller ones. Oh, I didn't go back far enough. That's where the problem is. Okay. You just don't want to be. Bam! All right, now we did it. Okay, scrappy, but solid. Got some nice windows off the road. Super inviting. We'll put our scaffolding away. And then we'll be able to build this little, just a tiny little shed off of that. But right now, that's where my fireworks mortar is to clear the weather. So we'll leave that empty for now. And hopefully I come back and remember how to put it there. You know what? I'm wondering, since you'll see this from campus, do I want windows in the back? No, I don't think so. So now let's head over to... I wish I could scrap this, but I hope I pulled this far enough away. Let's build it on an angle. So up here, we're going to have the living quarters for... Let's go with the barn floors. Let's make it a little bit nicer, all right? We splurged for the... not barn. Let's go for... Is it barn or warehouse that I'm looking for? We splurged a little bit on the living quarters, because we got to be comfortable. Yeah, we'll go with this floor here. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that's the one I want. So we got to make sure we angle this correctly. So let's go here. Let's see what this looks like. 2, 3. Oh, nice. Could be better. Could be better. Let's actually move it over just a tad bit. We can even lift it to get rid of some of that grass clipping. That looks perfect. And there's that angle I want. Oh, that's not connected. There it is. There's that angle I want. Oh, and look at that. It's right off the back. I've got a tiny little idea. I was thinking maybe a nice little porch right over the water where the professors and teachers and educators can sip their coffee in the morning. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. Now this is just, I just want up here in terms of shape, I want simple. Now we can, oh no, why do the floors face different directions? Gosh darn it. And it's not even snapping. We might have to change because I really love everything facing the same way. And I mean, if you walked into any house, floorboards are facing this all the same direction, right? There's a flow to it. So why is this not awkwardly? Oh God, it's not snapping where I want it to. It's snapping above. So weird. Maybe we have to bring it up a little bit more. That's too high up. Let's move this over. Let's move this over. We'll keep this one in the middle. A little bit higher. Why? What if I, Huh. If I put it there, will it attach down? No, still red. That's so weird. Giving me all sorts of problems. That's all right. You know what I'll do? I don't know what I'll do. That's what I want. This is what I want to do. I want this half floor. All right, the game does not want me to do it, and who am I? And you know what? I'm not going to fiddle around with it anymore. It's okay. It is okay. So I'll switch this back. Whoa. Didn't want to make it too big of a space, but it's all right. So let's get some nice walls up on the living quarters. I'm going to make it a little bit of a different shape. We're going to go with wood. I don't want it to be too tall again. So I think what I'm going to do here is I will add just a simple door frame. I'm going to put it right here just for starters. Okay. Let's throw in a small staircase. I don't like that staircase. So, oh, cinder block. Hold on. Shack stairs. It's just, it's not really, it's too low. It's too low. Oh, wait, maybe this one's lower. No. Oh, yeah, we can do this. Yeah, but if we do that, we might as well do the small one. So let's do that. Let's just throw this one in here for now. If I really need to change it up. No, that's good. I mean, I like the simplicity of that. And what I want to do is... will this... That's not where I wanted it. That's so silly. Can we get another one? Yeah, it doesn't want to go here. So... let's get rid of that. Let's put this back. We're going to get rid of this one. We'll put in... oh, it's starting to get laid out. It's probably past our contract time. Probably past our contract time for sure. And can I... we might have to put... we'll put something underneath it. Because again, it doesn't have to be too big, but a nice little area to walk up. Let's cap these off. With some half walls. Where would that be? Everything is always moved around on me. And, you know, you would think I'd be able to... corner caps? It might be a corner. Yeah, here we go. You would think I'd be able to, like, memorize where these things go. We'll put one there. And we'll actually go with this... no, I like that one. Just for a tad bit of texture. And we'll add something underneath here. Not to worry about that. But let's actually head to bed. We've made some pretty good progress. Let's head to bed. Oh, 7:30. Dang, the dinner bell is ringing, MACCREADY. How come Beans didn't let us know it was dinner time? Let's head to bed right now, and we'll pick up the rest of the work on the admissions center in the morning. Rise and shine, Wastelanders. It is another beautiful morning here in the Commonwealth. And we are ready to pick up the work that we had started. Oh, the wind just picked up. And is that a drizzle? Are we... oh, man, for real? Dog me, I did not see rain in the fort. God, these flames are really going to piss us off. But that's okay. You know what? Let's head over. Let's head over. Use our... put one of these guys in here. Just one. Come on. Just one. All right. Clear the weather, and let's get back to work on the living quarters for the staff here. So, nice little porch to enter. We'll put some fencing and stuff up in a second. Let's get into workshop mode. And throw on the roof, some back walls, a couple of windows. I got an idea for a tiny little back patio over the water. We'll see how it goes. And, oh boy, there's just not a lot of... oh, well, I mean, this is part of the living quarters. You know, it's like we only have so much room here, you know, on campus. It can't be all, you know, sunshine and rainbows for everybody. Am I right? Let's cap these off as well. We're going to cap this one off just like a normal... well, I thought I was going to. There we go. And then what we'll do for the other... what we'll do for the other one is we'll kind of turn that into a little side window. If we can get it there. Wow. Right there. I don't want to use that one. I want to use... yeah, let's use this one. Perfect. Don't worry, I won't leave that gap on the ground. I can't stand those things myself. Now let's get some walls up. Let's build from the inside. Let's build from the inside. Let's grab... Oh, that's floors. That's not what I wanted. We certainly do not need to overlook... We don't need a window looking at that side of the building. And you know what? We'll put the caged window-esque up to look out here. And then let's get a nice... Let's get some nice picture window, right? Like we did with the admissions building. Put that one here. How many do we want? I think we can go with 2. I wonder if it'll look weird. And this, believe it or not. Oh, you know what? That's what I'll do. That's what we'll do. Let's put this here. See if we can work on that idea. Let's scrap this. Let's put the big one here. Almost like I even used the term picture window, I think, before. So will that other thing, let's go to miscellaneous again. Will this piece stretch? I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, it stretches nicely, but we don't want to make it too hideous looking. So green, blue, let's just go with brown. Yeah, that actually looks nice. It looks like almost like a picture-esque window. And then we'll just throw on a regular, just a normal wall. Maybe no window. Or maybe once again we go with that like caged up-esque window overlooking. Well, what are we looking at out here? I mean, it really looks over a car that's been abandoned and dumped. There's definitely, I think there's super mutants or something over there. We might have to take care of that in a moment. Yeah, let's just add a regular wall. There we go. That looks good. Now, will this work? Let me see. Let's go to wood floors and let's get like that wood shack foundation. I don't know if we'll be able to build it from this location. We might have to get rid of... You know what? Let's see if we can get rid of this for a moment. Let's throw this here. Hold on. There we go. So my idea here is just like a small little, like we'll put a chair out, right? Maybe an overhang, not quite sure, but let's see if we can get this wall back up. Got it. And, yeah, I think that's nice. Oh, man, I can't stand the little glitching that's going to happen there, but, I mean, those pieces shouldn't fit anyway. So that's kind of nice. I don't know what it's going to look like from the street, per se. It might look a little awkward. No, and at least we avoid building over all these shrubs and stuff that I can't seem to scrap. And, yeah, just a couple of beds. You know, shared experience. You know, like a lot of these professors might be adjunct. They might not be living here permanently. Maybe MACCREADY comes back. Maybe Piper's here teaching an interior design class. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure who's going to be working at the WRU Academy, but at least they'll have a roof over their head. Let's throw up some... Let's get some We don't want them to fall off, you know? That would be terrible. We'll stick with this, right? That could be some of the scrap wood that was used on that original admissions building. And this is perfect. We'll add a chair. Maybe not covered. You know, maybe they're not sitting outside in the rain. That's something that we can think about later. And this, you know, maybe this is a room with a window. Maybe this is another bed or a room with a window. Maybe there's a common area, a couch and stuff like that. It doesn't have to be too big. I think the admissions center should be bigger only because we want to be able to take in as many students as we can. And teachers living here, I don't know if that's going to necessarily be the priority. So I think the flat roof would work nice. I think. Yeah, I think the flat roof is fine. Let's go with the flat roof. One. And we've got a little bit of texture with the roofing because of the bump outs. It looks like it's sitting in a couple different places. So let's make sure that it's even with no gaps. And, oh, that looks weird. That looks weird. Let's add a little slope. That's the roof, right? Yeah, let's add a little bit of that, incline. And we'll keep it non-sloped on the back. Do we have a piece that might be too sloped? You know? This could be strange, the way this looks. Oh, did I put that on backwards? No, I didn't. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference, you know what I mean? So we might as well just keep it flat. Yeah, we might as well keep it flat. It doesn't add anything. I think if it was even more sloped, but we're kind of low enough to the ground where we might as well just keep it flat. Let's go back to that flat piece. Yeah. That's fine. Now, ooh, look at this. So that gives me an idea. Do we want to add like a little... These are small. Can we add... No, see, it won't wedge itself in there. Maybe the smaller ones will. See, I was thinking about... Oh, gosh, there it is. There it is. That's exactly what I was thinking. That works perfectly. Yeah, that works perfectly. All right, all right, all right. Yes, that's it. That's what I wanted. Now, I don't know if we necessarily need... If we go to... Maybe the barn has some nice ones. You know what does wood have? Maybe with the mods, the wood would have some supports that we can use. There we go. These are free place. I don't want free place yet. Let's see if I can do a snap. Yeah, but we don't need them there. You know what I mean? It doesn't add. Yeah, see how it goes right into the middle? I don't think this adds anything. So I don't think we need this here. So we're going to leave it alone. What we will do, though, is can we add... Oh, these are too big. Can we add this? Oh, why is it saying no? Oh, why? I guess it's just too low. Will that snap underneath? Probably not. I think it's just too low. Yeah, like there it goes, but that's like useless to me. Oh my gosh, am I that desperate that I'm going to put that there? Are we? Let's see what it looks like. I mean, it's so silly that we put that there, but at the same time... At the same time, oh, this one over here makes the most sense for sure. Yep, that's good. That works. I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it because it makes sense. Now, hopefully no mole rats or something like that gets underneath. But to me, that was absolutely worth it. Let's head over to our... Let's get some railings up. That's below. Oh, no, we don't need them there. But is this... Oh, that's silly. It's too big. So let's go with just the one. Ooh, which one do I want? You know what? Let's stick with the theme. There you have it. Admission. Do we put... You know what? Let's get 2 stairs on here. Makes a little bit more sense. It's a nice wide open... It's a nice wide open entrance. We might want 2 stairs. The entrance... The stairs are kind of big. It's a little big. You know, it's like almost like a waste of real estate in terms of like a landing, but at the same time, still looks really nice. So we'll throw a door up. I don't think we threw a door on admissions yet, but that's okay. What does, let's give them a nice secure door. Something nice. Like a nice red door? Maybe a red door with some windows in it. Why not? It's really nice. There you go, admissions. That's it's coming out exactly the way we planned it. Just like the blueprint said. Little bonus added onto the back. Hey, signing on with us, you get yourself a nice little porch. Now, it looks like we are going to have to scrap these trees. So, didn't necessarily want to. I mean, we still need guard towers in the corners. And it looks like this corner is in the water. But that's all right. The guard tower can end up going right here. You don't want... Yeah, we're going to have to scrap these. I was hoping to hold on to a few things. You know what? Let's just scrap this one for now. And we'll keep that one. Maybe the guard tower can go right here. I might be able to maneuver our dining for admissions, like our little cafe type of thing. Walk over here for before work, after their on their breaks from classes, dinner before retiring for the evening. I don't want to scrap that tree. Let's try to do it without it. So we're not going to go with the metal. There are no metal floors, but I do want to add a little bit of metal to it. Let's go into... Let's get wild, right? And go with a little bit of a different layout. We used this nice deco set and a few of these snappy builds in the Tenpines Inn bed and breakfast. Sometimes we had a little bit of issues, but it was still really nice. So hopefully, if we're just using it in a smaller build, don't think we'll have too much of a problem. Those are floor coverings. Landscaping is great. I could have sworn in residential, commercial, metal, high tech. I looked at a few of these before, and I wasn't necessarily in love with all of the ideas, and I wanted to keep it a little bit different in this build. Back to some of the regular scrappy lore vanilla items with a little bit of a twist in terms of the mods, just different things that we don't have access to. Why does this look like this? Oh, it does sink. What does this look like? I can't tell what that is. Is that metal? Steel and concrete. Oops. What happened? I must have grabbed it. Oh, look at that. That tree is still okay. That's actually not bad. Nothing comes up above the ground. You can't even see that. This could be okay. This could be okay. Let's get, let's go into metal. Sometimes I find it to be, like, I always want to build, structures, not miscellaneous. I always want to build with metal, and yet nothing ever comes out. Like, I end up using a lot of the prefabs with metal because it's just like the way I would have put it together never ends up looking good. So I mean, if we throw this onto the side, or even the front here, no, I don't like it. I never like metal. Is it me? Does anybody else? In the comments below, do you like building with metal in Fallout 4? I just feel like I force it so many times and it just never works out. Let's get out of the metal. Let's go to a little, let's go to my original plan. Oh, these are actual doors. Let's go back to walls. See, concrete is nice because it builds in different parts of it, but this is not, this is only coming out. So if we can go... Kind of looks like a prison wall, huh? Okay. This is okay. This is okay. Now, let's mix and match a little bit. There's different colors and stuff, which is great. But let's head back over to wood. I'm going to try something a little experimental. Sometimes my experiments never seem to work out. So where is this snapping? See how there's like a gap up there? Sometimes that ends up happening. We can pull in like these metal. Like that's like the best I can, like, I feel like I can do with metal sometimes. Yeah, that's good. We'll stick with that. And let's add, we don't want the window. Maybe we do. I mean, oh, what is it going to, like, let's actually drop this here. What is it going to look like to walk up to this window? That tree is kind of right there in the way. Again, I didn't necessarily want to get rid of it, but it's all right. It's all right. I think, I want to do my best to keep a lot of that landscaping available to us. That original stuff, although it's dead. We don't have to use all of it because we did break down a lot of stuff. So we got some metal in here. Let's go back and grab some more wood. Let's throw this one here. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's throw that one here. And no, that one too. No, we need a little bit more light. A little bit more light. And you know what? That's a nice view too. I think that's an okay view. What do we have going on over here? You know what? Let's put this one here. And let's just put that regular wall back here. That was this one. Bam. Now, they walk in. Okay, we mixed in a little concrete. Okay, poured a little concrete. These floors are kind of different, adds a little bit of a different texture. Small, it's just a square. It's just a square. Let's add these to the windows. This is a place, refrigerator, table, a little community area for staff to get their meals. You know, this is like they brought their own lunch sort of situation. This is not a restaurant. This is not a diner. okay, or anything like that. There's no business in this building. They want to do that. They're going to have to go to the quad. I can't wait to build the quad out. That's going to be a lot of fun, putting all those different things in there. But this is just maybe they bought lunch, but they didn't want to sit with the students and anyone visiting. So this is where they're going to have to kind of eat their own food from home sort of situation. You know what I mean? Let's add this one here. And yeah, this is a pretty scrappy place, and we have this wood up. You know, we didn't put like all of our best efforts into this location. You know what? No. It's like not coming out exactly the way I want it. Oh, look. Oh, I thought that snapped. It's weird that this doesn't snap here. That's okay. I mean, I can throw place anywhere on, but sometimes I end up, in terms of like, you know, my expertise, I end up having more problems than anything. Oh, that's so weird. It goes here. Oh, look at that. It does go there. What does that look like? That works. That works, and I kind of like that there, and I kind of like that there. So, perfect. And we got a view. There's a view of the street. There's a view of the building down the buildings down the road and everything like that. This is working out nicely. I think we just need a roof on our heads. I do have a little idea over here. I'm planning on putting a little outdoor seating, in case the staff wants to sit outside. However, this flame, man, this flame here, it's going to be weird. Can we get rid of it? Don't want it at all. Really. Don't want it at all. What if we used this? Let's grab a regular floor. It's weird that we're not... Here we go. Let's throw that there. Throw that there. Let's throw this here. Scrap this. Scrap this. There we go. So now it's snapping at least. That flame is still there, which is really weird. It's really weird, I'm not going to lie. You know what? I want it a little bit higher. I do want it a little bit higher. Let's do, sometimes I could finagle it with a staircase. So let's see if I can grab some steps. Go up. See if I can get this to work. So that brings it a little bit higher. And then I turn it around and I can bring this. There we go. I don't think I invented that trick. I'm sure I didn't. But just in case you've never seen that before, it is a nice way to bring things up to a different level. Just by grabbing a tiny little staircase and, like, you know, switching things around a little bit. Boom. And maybe we can cover that with, like, a little landing and stairs. We can see. There's an awkward flame spinning around in there somewhere. Yeah, I think that's kind of nice. I think that is kind of nice. Let's cover this up a little bit. All right? And that creates that rectangle that we were originally going with. But that rectangle did not have to be the whole building. It adds a nice little layer, makes the buildings look a tad bit different. In terms of our roof, maybe we go... You know what? Maybe we go with like a metal... Yeah, that's what I was looking for. This is like domed roof. Again, I always find it so hard to use metal. Oh, you know what? The texture. Hold on. Because we're working with... Let's get our stairs, our scaffolding, right? So we can get up there, see what's going on. Because we're working with 2 different layers, I wonder if that's throwing it off just a little bit. Just enough. Okay, let's yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's okay because we're only seeing that from the top. Let's see what it looks like from the ground level. Well, that's kind of silly. Can we put this in the middle? Probably not. That's kind of silly looking. It's like super silly looking. Does this fit in the middle? I wonder if we can get 2 smaller pieces. Let's toss this over here. We have 2 smaller pieces. That might help us out. Let's do that. That. And then we'll have this dome, but only in the middle, like over the door. Oops. Yeah, there we go. This should work. No, I want it flipped the other way. I'm actually kind of surprised. These are not... This is not a symmetric piece. I'm kind of surprised. Well, it doesn't look symmetric, at least. Yeah? Maybe? Just playing around a little bit? Yeah, you know what? I like that bit. Oh, come on. The door's not in the middle. I didn't make the door in the middle. This would make more sense over the door. I mean, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, you agree. So I guess we don't need these half pieces, but you know what? We already made them, so we might as well use them. We'll put these half pieces... Oops. We'll put these half pieces here. We might as well use them. And, now let's get back to our little dome. I don't know why I thought the door was in the middle. I mean, I only built it like a moment ago. My goodness. How quickly we forget. All right, MACCREADY, how does it look, man? You just... Oh, that's much better. That's much better. That's a little bit more even. I think it kind of stinks that there's no symmetry. Like, there's nothing. There's no texture or anything. It just looks like a square. I don't know if I love that. There is this angled piece. We can just see what it looks like just for the hell of it. I don't think I'm going to like this either. No, you can't tell. I mean, if you're standing far back, you can tell. But that's okay. It could have a flat piece to it. We'll just scrap it. We'll get these back in. I don't think you need stairs here. It's pretty flat. But we'll definitely need something up here for our little picnic area. This does not look to code. Nope, we don't want anyone falling and getting hurt, guys. So we're definitely going to have to put a railing up. I'm not sure what the code for a railing is in the Commonwealth Wasteland, but you know what? Here at the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union, we're not taking any chances. Does metal have... It's got supports. It's got metal supports. But I don't think metal has... Oh yeah, look at that. It does. I mean, I don't like it, but it's there. It doesn't really go. We have the metal roof and stuff like that, but I mean, I think the railings don't make sense. Oh, I love it how the image of the oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Does that make sense? Not really. I mean, it could. I mean, anything can work. We could put this here. Why the heck not? I mean, like I said, anything can work. And we can put wood up front. Let's just mix it up a little bit. Why the heck not? I kind of like what we did there. Is it late already? No, we want it a little bit lower. Not so high. Not so high. That one looks good here. That one looks good there. And, okay. So let's now work on a little bit of an overhang before it gets too dark. I'm not sure if it's going to be... I'm not sure if it's going to be supports that we need. Were there... I don't think there was metal... I don't think there were good metal supports, so we'll use wood columns and beams. It's okay to be a little bit taller than the roof line. That's okay. It doesn't have to... Oh, really? Really? Huh. Why is it okay to snap here, but it's not okay to snap here? That's so interesting. These are snappable ones. Yeah. I mean, we don't have the free place ones. I mean, we can go really tall. No, that's too tall. I mean, I want people to be able to fit. This looks taller than us. So let's put this here and this here, and let's see what we got going on. If we add in... I can't believe how dark it's gonna get. That's what I want. We add this in right here. Woo! Man, once again, we've reached curfew here. Now, if we grab this... There it goes. Now it wants to. Now it wants to. A little lower than I wanted it to be. But perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So if they want to eat outside, they now have this, like, you know, covered little area. Oh, that's actually kind of perfect how the lower end of the roof here meets the wall line and just dips up above. That looks great. Let's add in before things get completely dark. And look at that. You could almost see the fire flames loading up. I think that's where... Which dock is it? It's not... Can't remember which doctor comes here and visits, but hopefully I got rid of enough of those NPC sitting sections where they're not getting stuck trying to find a seat. Either way, we're going to need some bigger stairs. I think we might be able to do some railings. Tall shack stair railing. Shack stair half. Short stack. Oh, these are backboards. I'm so curious. I've never built with these before. Here's a short railing. Let's try it out. So let's throw one. No, it's going to have to be one in the middle. Which might look awkward because that's open. We don't want anyone to fall. But let's see what these railings are like. I've never really worked. Oh, you know, you can probably put like a back underneath it. Is that what that's for? It doesn't snap. It doesn't snap. So it's like, I get it, but I'm not going to put it there. We can have it empty in the back. So these railings. Have I used these railings? No, these are too big. Maybe we can grab the smaller ones? Yeah, what does it snap to? I'm probably going to need a wall. I wonder. Ooh, I hate building in the dark. I'm sorry. You might have to turn your brightness up on this one at home. I hate building in the dark. But you know what? Oh, whoa, that is huge. It's just, these things are just too big. These are just too big. Nope. Still too big. I mean, it's okay. We don't need railings. Like, let's face it. I think maybe what I should do, though, is instead of having the stairs come... I actually do really want railings, so let's see if we can make it work. But let's grab this half one. Does the railing... Do you think the railing will attach to it? I doubt it. You know what I mean? I kind of doubt it. I wish these were halves. I don't think I have those in halves. No, these are just fillers for wall planks. It's not working exactly the way I want. But that's okay. So, back to wood. Back to miscellaneous. Back to railings. We'll slap, I don't think it comes out far enough for... And let's kind of see? Like, what would this attach to? Does it... See? It doesn't attach to this. I mean, can we force it to attach to this? I mean, we definitely can, but it might look silly. Like, let's just... Does that look... I mean, not really. I mean, it doesn't look too silly. Oh, that looks bad. Oh, you know what? It might look... Yeah. Now I'm seeing it. All right, guys. You know, just don't fall. But this is great. So, great little place to eat. We'll add a little table outside for some outdoor dining. A little place, a fridge to keep their lunches and stuff like that. Just a break room. And, oh boy, I think we need, I think we worked way past our union curfew here, guys. So let's head to bed and we'll readdress a few things, you know, in the morning time. Rest easy. Well, I'd say that's a solid start, wouldn't you, MACCREADY? We got the WRU admissions office up. Not bad for something made out of scrap, sweat, and about 100 too many nails. The staff living quarters came together real nice, too, and that back porch looking over the water. Yeah, I can already see Piper claiming that spot with a cup of coffee and a stack of overdue articles. Now, the staff dining building? She's got a little patio treatment herself. Just a few extra planks, sure, but now it's the kind of place where a settler might actually sit down to eat instead of hanging over a, tin of cram or something. Oh, and the windows? Chef's kiss. Lets in just enough light to trick your body into thinking it's actually safe, right? I mean, don't worry, it's safe and all. Thanks a ton for hanging out with us in this episode of the Wastelanders Reconstruction Union. I know it's been a bit since our last build, but the gang and I needed some well-earned R&R after all the hammer swinging and wild adventuring. Can't rebuild the Commonwealth if your knees give out, you know? If you're new around here, consider hitting that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with any of your friends who appreciate a good Fallout 4 build and a chill place to hang their power armor. And hey, if you're looking for a little safety out there in the wasteland, maybe swing by some of the other videos like the Abernathy Farmers Market for some fresh goods. You can check out the homes for sale over at Zimonja's Rest, or treat yourself to a hot meal and a warm bed at the inn at Tenpines Bluff. Until next time, Wastelanders, keep building, keep wandering, and above all, keep surviving.